So here's the process of installing WordPress. You're going to have to download the files first, and then you're also going to have to install the database and then connect all of that together. So the first thing you want to do is you go to wordpress.org. Make sure it's .org and not .com, because .com is a commercial site where you can actually get free WordPress accounts, meaning that you would get some domain like yourname.wordpress.com or whatever, or something like that. It's a chance for people to just kind of explore having an online presence. But we're way beyond that. So wordpress.org, you want to go down to the button Download WordPress, which is going to take you to another page. And they're probably going to have notes and things like that, and also some support, on how to work it, possible problems and so forth like that. We are going to go ahead and just download the files themselves. So you're going to click Download WordPress. We're at 3.5.1. Yes, it, like all others, has the updates. You're going to click the button there, and I'm just going to pause while this is downloading. So when the download is done, you're going to see a zip file on your desktop or wherever you downloaded it to. I found it in my downloads folder and just took it out to the desktop. I'm going to open this file, this zip file. And I'm going to get her up. What I'm going to see is this directory. And this is the directory that I'm going to place inside my website. Now, what I have for my website, since I already have a WordPress site up already and I've got a bunch of other stuff, what I've done is created a section called WordPress. So I'm going to have a sub WordPress site on my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the files here and then just stick them inside. Now, I want to be very clear on this, that I'm taking the files inside the WordPress folder because, and I could have just taken the WordPress folder and pulled it over to my root, but instead I created a new folder. What you would want to do for your site is you'd want to take all these files and put it on the root level, so that you would have these files that you would upload. Now I'm going to use Dreamweaver to do the next step, and that is I have to upload these files onto my server. So with Dreamweaver, I'm going to take my Files panel, that's Windows, Files, and I'm going to, as you can see, I've already got the local folder directed right to that WordPress folder. You can see that here in my Manage dialog here, that my links go to my website and then the WordPress folder that I created. So that's what you're going to see. Now on the server side of this, the remote connection, I'm going to have my FTP address. This was provided to you by your hosting account. Your FTP address, your username, your password, and then I always like to click test just to make sure that I do connect to the server successfully. Because I'm putting a subfolder in there and connecting directly to that, in the root directory I have said www/WordPress and so forth. So these are the values that are provided to you by the hosting company. Now, if I want to see both the local and the remote, I'm just going to, sorry, let me do that again. I'm going to click this little icon here underneath where it says Local View, and that expands to show local and remote sites. So right now, my WordPress site is local. And what I want to do is I want to upload all my files to the remote site here. So I'm going to go ahead and select all files. Shift click. And the little arrows up here, this is my download arrow, this is my upload arrow. And I'm just going to click that, and it's going to upload all files. Since all files are selected, I don't have to worry about dependent files, so I'm going to click No. As a note, dependent files, if I were to say upload an HTML page with images and a CSS file that are separate, your CSS file would be all on an external file sheet, and your images, of course, would be external images, and you wanted to upload the whole bit for all the supporting files for a single page, then you would click Yes when you get that dialog, do you want to upload supporting files. Now this is going to take some time, so I'm going to go, in the meantime, I'm going to go back to my HostTech account and get my database values. So I'm in my cPanel now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new database. So what I would do is I would go ahead and go to, if you haven't done this already, click MySQL, and you would add a database. Now I'm going to go ahead and add one here because this is going to be a new one. I'm going to call this test. And in the meantime, I'm also going to create a new text file. And I'm going to get all these. I would put this on the same file that you have all your other connection information. And I'm going to just go ahead and type these values down. Name, test. One thing I really like about HostTech is they provide this server information, which is really helpful. A lot of services don't. And I'm going to type in server and then paste in that information. Username, I've already got. I'm surprised they don't have a username. I'll just do my old one, which I think is this one. I'm guessing now. And a password. Actually, I can't do, yeah. Okay, I'll do test 2. Okay, so database name test 2. I'm going to actually assign this user to that, so what I'm going to go ahead is click edit. Actually, this is the user that just assigned it to test2. As you can see, that's assigned to that already. So I have to remember this and my password, which I'm not going to reveal to you, but I'm going to need the database name, the server, the username, and then the password, which right now you don't know. Okay. I'm going to close that out, or hit back. And as you can see, I've got 2 databases here. I'm just going to close that out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to phpMyAdmin. And I'm going to log in. So I've got 2 separate logins here. And here is my test2. Now, right now, test2 is